The cameras didn't lie. Under the blazing desert lights, in the middle of Coachella 2026, something unexpected happened, something that instantly shattered weeks of speculation. Close glances, subtle touches, and a chemistry that felt impossible to fake. If you think you already know the truth about Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner, think again. Stay with this story until the end, and don't forget to like and follow for the latest explosive celebrity updates you won't want to miss. Just weeks ago, the narrative was completely different. Rumors of a breakup spread like wildfire across social media. No joint appearances. No shared moments. Silence. Fans began connecting the dots, and tabloids fueled the fire with anonymous sources claiming the relationship had quietly ended behind closed doors. It felt convincing. Too convincing. But then came Coachella. In a setting known for unpredictable moments and headline-making appearances, Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner re-emerged, not distant, not awkward, but closer than ever. Eyewitness clips started surfacing. At first, they seemed subtle, standing side by side, leaning in to talk. But the more footage appeared, the clearer the picture became. This wasn't distance. This was connection. Then came the moment that changed everything. As the music peaked and the crowd roared, Kylie Jenner reached for Timothée Chalamet's hand and didn't let go. It wasn't staged. It wasn't forced. It felt real. The kind of moment that instantly silences rumors without a single word being spoken. The internet exploded. Clips went viral within minutes. Fans were divided. Some believed this was proof the relationship was stronger than ever. Others questioned whether it was simply a public display meant to shift the narrative. But then, something deeper started to emerge. Observers noticed the way Timothée Chalamet interacted, calm, attentive, protective without being performative. Kylie Jenner appeared relaxed, fully present, not guarded the way she often is under public scrutiny. The dynamic felt different. More grounded. More genuine. And yet, there was a moment that raised new questions. In a less circulated clip, Timothée Chalamet is seen speaking seriously to Kylie Jenner. Their expressions shift. The energy changes, briefly. Then, just as quickly, it softens. They smile again. They move closer. The tension dissolves. What was that moment? A lingering issue? A private conversation caught in public? Or simply a normal exchange between two people navigating a high-pressure relationship? This is where the story takes a turn. Sources close to the situation suggest that the couple did face challenges. Busy schedules. Intense media attention. Two very different worlds colliding under a constant spotlight. But instead of walking away, they reportedly chose to work through it, quietly, away from the noise. And Coachella became their unspoken statement. No official announcement. No interviews. Just presence. Just proof. The pace shifts again, from doubt to clarity. Throughout the festival, they were seen together repeatedly. Not just in the main crowd, but in more private settings, laughing, talking, staying close. There was no urgency to hide, no attempt to control the narrative. And that, ironically, made the message even louder. They weren't performing. They were simply being. Then came the defining moment, the payoff everyone had been waiting for. As they left the venue, walking side by side under the fading lights, Kylie Jenner stayed close to Timothée Chalamet. No distance. No hesitation. Their hands brushed again, naturally, effortlessly, as if nothing had ever been broken. That single moment closed the chapter on weeks of speculation. No dramatic statement needed. The narrative had shifted. From quiet breakup to quiet resilience. So, were the rumors completely false? Or was there a difficult chapter that never made it to the public eye? That answer may never be fully confirmed. But one thing is undeniable: what happened at Coachella didn't just spark headlines. It rewrote the story. And if there's one thing this moment proves, it's that sometimes the strongest statements aren't spoken, they're lived. If you want more breaking celebrity stories, viral moments, and behind-the-scenes truths, make sure you follow now. Because the next twist might already be happening when the cameras turn away. And just when people thought the story had settled, a new layer began to unfold, one that made everything even more intriguing. Because what happened after Coachella 2026 might be even more telling than what happened during it. As the crowd slowly faded and the music dimmed into the desert night, insiders began noticing something unusual. Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner didn't immediately separate paths like many celebrity couples often do after a high-profile appearance. Instead, they stayed. Not just physically present, but emotionally in sync. Eyewitnesses described a shift in energy. Away from the flashing cameras and viral clips, their interactions appeared even more natural. No pressure. No audience. Just two people existing in the same space, comfortable in a way that doesn't need validation. And that's where the narrative gets deeper. Because relationships under public scrutiny rarely survive this kind of pressure without cracks showing. Every move analyzed. Every silence questioned. Every absence turned into a headline. Yet somehow, Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner seem to be rewriting that rule. But not everyone is convinced. As clips continued circulating online, some viewers pointed out subtle inconsistencies. A moment where Kylie Jenner looked briefly distracted. Another where Timothée Chalamet seemed unusually quiet. Small details, but in the world of celebrity culture, small details often become big theories. Was everything truly as perfect as it seemed? Or were they simply choosing what to show? The tempo slows here, and then builds again. Because behind the scenes, sources began painting a more complex picture. Not a breakup. Not a fairy tale. But something in between, a relationship navigating real challenges in an unreal environment. There were reports of conflicting schedules, film commitments, brand responsibilities, global travel. Timothée Chalamet balancing intense acting projects, while Kylie Jenner continues to expand her business empire. Two massive careers moving at full speed. And somewhere in that chaos, they're trying to meet in the middle. Which makes Coachella feel less like a coincidence, and more like a decision. A deliberate appearance. A controlled moment. Or maybe, a turning point. Because here's what many people missed. Throughout the event, they weren't constantly surrounded by large groups. In fact, in several clips, they intentionally stepped slightly away from the crowd. Not to hide, but to create space. Space to talk. Space to reconnect. Space to be something other than headlines. That detail matters. Because it suggests intention. And intention changes everything. Now the question shifts, not are they together, but how strong is this actually? The answer might lie in what happened next. Following the festival, neither Timothée Chalamet nor Kylie Jenner rushed to post about the moment. No curated photos. No captions addressing rumors. No attempt to control the narrative directly. Silence. And that silence spoke louder than anything else. Because in a world where visibility equals validation, choosing not to say anything can be the boldest statement of all. The pacing accelerates again. Fans began noticing patterns. Not obvious ones, but subtle shifts. Increased sightings in similar locations. Overlapping schedules. Quiet confirmations that don't rely on official announcements. It's almost as if they're building something privately, while the world watches publicly. And then comes another twist. A close insider hinted that the couple has adopted a new approach to their relationship, one that prioritizes privacy over performance. Fewer public appearances. More intentional moments. Less exposure, more connection. If true, that would explain everything. The disappearance. The rumors. And now, the reappearance. But it also raises a bigger question. Is this sustainable? Because history has shown that relationships in the spotlight often struggle to maintain that balance. The demand for visibility never stops. The curiosity never fades. And the pressure only grows stronger with time. Yet somehow, Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner seem to be doing something different. Not louder. Not bigger. Just smarter. And that brings us to the emotional core of this story. Because beyond the headlines, beyond the viral clips, beyond the speculation, there's something undeniably human happening here. Two individuals, both at the peak of global attention, trying to navigate something real in a space that rarely allows it. And maybe that's why this moment resonates. Because it doesn't feel perfect. It feels real. The final shift in tempo arrives. Fast clips. Flashing lights. Hands touching. Eyes locking. Laughter cutting through noise. A brief serious moment. Then relief. Then closeness again. A full cycle. Tension. Release. Connection. That's the story people saw at Coachella. And whether intentional or not, it delivered something powerful, a narrative arc without a script. So now, everything changes. The rumors lose weight. The speculation weakens. And what remains is evidence. Not spoken. Not confirmed. But seen. And maybe that's the strongest kind of truth in a world driven by perception. Because in the end, no statement could have done what those moments did. No interview could have replaced that energy. No denial could have been more convincing than that single, quiet walk under the desert lights. So what happens next? That's the part no one knows. Will they continue to stay private? Will they step back into the spotlight together? Or will the narrative shift again when the next unexpected moment arrives? One thing is certain, the story isn't over. Not even close. And if Coachella was the reset, then what comes next might be the real test. So stay close. Because in a world where everything is watched, analyzed, and turned into a headline, the real story is often the one still unfolding in silence. And this one? It's just getting started. And just when it seemed like the story had reached its peak, a new wave of curiosity began to build, quieter, but far more intense. Because now, people weren't just reacting to what they saw at Coachella 2026, they were trying to decode what it meant for the future of Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. The viral clips had done their job. The narrative had shifted. But instead of closure, it opened the door to something even more compelling: anticipation. Because when a couple moves from chaos to calm that quickly, it raises a powerful question: what changed behind the scenes? The pacing slows, just for a moment. Think about it. Weeks of silence. Sudden reappearance. Unmistakable chemistry. Then, nothing again. No follow-up statements. No media tour. No attempt to capitalize on the attention. That kind of restraint is rare. And in today's celebrity culture, it's almost strategic. Insiders now suggest that this might not have been a spontaneous reunion, but a carefully timed reset. Not staged in the sense of being fake, but intentional in how it was revealed. A decision to let the world see just enough, without giving everything away. And that strategy is working. Because now, instead of asking, "Are they over?" people are asking, "What's next?" The tempo begins to rise again. New theories start circulating. Some believe that Kylie Jenner is becoming more selective about what she shares publicly, especially after years of living under constant exposure. Others argue that Timothée Chalamet has influenced that shift, bringing a more low-key, private dynamic into the relationship. Two different worlds. One evolving balance. And maybe that's the real story here, not just a romance, but a transformation. Because when someone known for visibility starts choosing invisibility, it signals change. But change doesn't happen without friction. There are still whispers. Still doubts. Still questions that haven't been answered. And then, another detail surfaces. A subtle one, but powerful. In multiple post-Coachella sightings, observers noticed that Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner weren't trying to avoid being seen, but they also weren't inviting attention. No dramatic entrances. No coordinated looks meant to dominate headlines. Just presence. Consistent. Quiet. Intentional. That consistency is what's shifting perception even further. Because anyone can create a moment. But maintaining a pattern? That's different. And that's where things get even more interesting. The pacing accelerates again, faster now. Fans begin comparing timelines. Noticing overlaps. Identifying patterns in travel, appearances, and social media behavior. It's no longer about one festival, it's about a sequence of subtle confirmations building a bigger picture. And the